Here's another one from a channel called Flex Your Freedoms. This guy is funny and he's very good. Flex Your Freedoms. Go check him out.
It's BS.
That's not BS.
Frank says we gotta be naughty and commit crimes though first,
Well,
sir.
So
We just can't be saying our names.
like, you already told me your names.
Yeah, I know. We just can't say no more though.
Okay, but I need.
He said my
IDs.
jaw's
You
gonna
have
get
to
busted.
Identify yourself.
They call-
Especially if you're doing investigation, you have to.
Yeah, but I'm the lead investigator.
So means you have to identify yourself. Especially if law enforcement comes up, you have to identify.
Yeah, but
yourself.
we want to be boys in blue too. So
that's
we want
fine.
to.
If
We
you
just
wanna
want to
do that,
become.
You got to, like I said, you got to go through all the training and stuff.
Yeah, but we'll get a waiver. You only need a waiver to get around certain
No.
things.
You got to go through all the training. You have to get certified and all that, and then hired on to a department. So, but let's go back to IDs. I need
Do you
IDs.
have to, in training, do you have to learn about Constitution?
Yeah.
So like Fourth Amendment?
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't been to that yet?
Oh yeah.
You puffed him up, sir. That's
Because they said in order to give ID, we have to commit.
Frank says
That's
that.
not entirely true.
Well, Frank was the one that told us this, sir.
Who's Frank, sir?
Frank P.
Frank P. Who's that?
Well, a piece of garbage, if you ask me. But he was the one that sends us on missions to investigate.
Investigate.
We're just looking, sir.
He hurt you.
We're just looking for Miss Ming, is all.
So let me ask you this, okay? If you're saying Frank is a P,
Huh?
crap in your
Yeah, he's a
opinion,
piece of garbage.
Okay, and he's hurt you, right?
My
Your
neck.
name's Milton.
Yeah,
I
that's
go by Milton. Frank
that's
Island.
my buddy Milton.
Okay. Well,
Frank's gonna look
if
like-
he's hurt you, then do you think that he is actually going to tell you the truth then about IDs?
Yes.
No,
No.
because
So Frank's a liar.
yes. So let me explain to you, and I'm sure that the officer has too. Okay.
Okay.
But in Missouri, when you're talking to an officer, and if that officer requests your ID, by law, you have to give it to him, okay?
Oh,
Frank said that's BS, sir. He
No,
says
it's true. I
he
promise
says
you.
we have Fourth Amendment rights here,
Yeah.
sir.
Right.
And he says you
we do
can't
have-
just Gestapo stop
that's why
us.
we
He
have
We're not
says.
gonna
President
stop or
Trump,
stopping you.
Because Trump.
Oh, we committed a crime then? I was unaware. I didn't know.
We're here for an investigation.
Yeah, but we're the investigators, sir.
Okay, you're investigators for something else, okay?
Yes.
We're here investigating you guys.
So you're investigating the investigators?
Yes.
Why are we
We
doing
got a
this?
phone call.
Yeah,
because
but I'm the lead investigator
you're
in
a
this.
suspicious person looking into the bank for whatever reason.
No, I'm not suspicious. They call me Billy.
They call you Billy?
I'm the investigator around here, sir.
Okay.
So I just like to investigate. I like to collect different sized pebbles. I was looking at the rock formations. I was looking at the architecture. It looks good. And I was just seeing if Miss Ming Ling could be here, sir.
Ming Ling?
Yes, Ming.
They're
She's a
investigating,
Chinese
looking
woman.
for Ming Ling, which is
She's Chinese.
not been a
Obviously.
resident of around here that I know of in the last 20 plus years.
Okay.
So
Well, then she don't live here. But
Well, that's why
the
we're
fact
here
is
to
that
investigate.
We still have to have your ID so we can identify you. It's either that or we take you to the station down the sheriff's department, and then we fingerprint you. And then
You
we
can't
find
do
out-
that. I burnt my fingerprints off with a pan of oil.
Oh, you did?
actually, I can see fingerprints
Yeah.
from here.
I
Well,
can't see mine because I can't see nothing.
You can't see nothing.
Milton has eye
Those your actual
problems.
glasses?
They're the ones that he got for
Frank told
the.
me I could see more with these.
Yeah,
My
it's
other
because
ones
you
didn't work.
can. They magnify.
Okay.
My other ones didn't work. These said,
I'm just saying, sir, we shouldn't be puffing Milton up. It's not good, and we're just trying to
What did you
investigate.
guys drive here?
Sir, we can't get into the details.
What did you
Frank could have dropped us off. I
Frank
can't be
could have dropped you
snitching.
off?
I cannot be snitching. It makes me nervous.
All right. So we're still at the junction of whether or not you're going to give us ID to be able to verify who you are, and if you are investigators. Or
I am an
Yeah, but
investigator.
that's what you're telling me. I don't know that for sure.
They call me investigator journalism.
Question.
Sir.
What's my ID gonna do for you today?
Yeah,
What's
that.
it gonna
what-
do?
Yeah.
Way I can
What's it
assure
gonna do?
who
Oh,
you
that
are.
guy's on the sidewalk. He's looking for Ming. I need to know who he is. Oh no, that ain't how it works.
Yeah, you're
I'm just
puffing
saying.
Milton up, sir.
Okay.
I mean, we
we'll
can't be
also
doing that.
identify you.
What do you
Yep,
need that
you
for?
puffed him up.
Because how do I know you're actually Milton.
You know that guy's actually.
Look at his bowl cut,
Where
sir.
the hell-
No one else has a bowl cut around this part that I've
Like if I
seen.
yell Larry and that guy looks over here, how you gonna know he's really Larry?
You got to tase him. You got to pull him over. That's what I would do. I don't care. I mean, you do need to get the information one way or another. And
Right.
I just don't.
You need to
I
get
don't
the
like.
information one way or another.
Yeah, but we're the investigators, sir. We can't have our investigation interfered
Right
with.
now, I'm investigating you.
Yeah, but we're investigating first.
My investigation will probably trump yours.
Well, they say first the worst, second the best. So we are the best in business, sir.
So would you like to either give me your driver's license or some form of ID, or would you like to go to the sheriff's office and get fingerprinted?
I'm wearing my speed boots on today, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, but that one's on
Okay.
track.
Hey, can I, Billy, is it?
They call me Billy, sir.
Okay, Billy, can I read you something real quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is Missouri law, okay? In Missouri, law enforcement officers can require a driver to provide.
I can't read. You can't
Yeah,
read?
Milt,
Not
his
with
eye
You
sockets
go
are
ahead
good.
and read it.
In Missouri, law enforcement officers can require a driver's license to provide their identification and vehicle registration during traffic stop or when they have reasonable suspicion of
A crime.
Criminal activity.
Criminal activity. What crime were we suspected of, sir?
Is this a traffic stop? I don't.
17, 19.
I
They
didn't
didn't
drive
even make
this.
siren noises.
Listen, additionally, RSMO section 302.181 requires driver's license to be carried and displayed upon demand. Okay?
Yeah, that's true.
So, with that means that even right now you should have a driver's license.
Hold on.
Or non-driver's license.
But
First two criteria haven't been met yet, sir.
sir,
No
that's
traffic
Milton.
stop,
He's smart.
no cri- I watched what is it?
That's a
Judge-
documentary.
Judge
Judy.
and that,
She does that all the
there's
time.
criteria
Okay,
not
that's
met.
different. That's not
Yeah,
Missouri.
we're not pulling a traffic stop.
Right.
We're coming to identify two suspicious individuals, which gives us reasonable suspicion.
What makes
But-
us suspicious?
Yeah,
Taking
sir.
pictures in
That's
public?
that's
In case you guys
Milton.
are actually taking pictures of a bank.
I took pictures of the bank. I'll admit
Did
it.
you identify
Okay.
the Google camera?
I'll
when
admit it.
came around?
I took pictures. I've been taking pictures outside. I'll admit it. I did it.
Grabbing
I did
Well,
it.
here's the deal.
No, they're
You still have to
Here's the
provide
deal.
ID.
Here's the deal.
Okay?
But sir,
It's either,
you
there's
got to
only
pull
two
us
ways it's
over
gonna go.
legally. Yeah, or you got to suspect us of a
It's
crime.
going to be the easy way. or
That's
the
what
hard way.
Frank
He's gonna say
says.
that next.
Don't
Watch.
say that, please, sir.
Sir?
You'll puff them up.
You come here.
You need to provide ID. Or
Do
you
we have to
can-
provide
you
ID
can make-
without committing a crime?
Absolutely, because we were called here.
Oh,
what?
so we
I
don't
can
have
pull
Fourth
you over
Amendment
there. Does that
here?
mean you got to identify
Fourth
everybody on the
Amendment,
sidewalk?
yes.
No.
So how come
No, I
our
don't.
Fourth
Fourth
Amendment's
How are we
getting stripped?
violating your Fourth Amendment?
Because we're
Explain.
supposed to be secured in our persons and papers, which would be our ID.
Not just
And we
walking.
haven't committed a crime or got pulled over legally and
Walking
lawfully.
on the sidewalk taking pictures
So,
is not a crime.
We're investigators, sir. Just let us investigate,
Save
please.
yourselves. Save yourselves.
You've
your
already-
qualified immunity right now.
You've already puffed Milton up, and you shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Milton. I'm
No,
not worried about
No,
what?
that's the
You oughta
problem.
see
Milton's.
the other guy.
Yeah,
I'm not worried
that's
about him
Milton.
either.
Sir,
You don't
look
have
at
to
him.
anymore.
You're puffing him up. We cannot be doing this, okay? Just
we
let
don't
us.
have to be.
I mean, let us
So
just
what you
continue
could
this
do is-
investigation on the public sidewalk
We are.
to be unmolested. You know, molested is a bad word because there's sex offenders on the loose, and we don't want to associate ourselves with that word. So we're just trying to gather the information, sir.
Do you have ID or not?
Sir, I'm getting nervous.
I'm asking you, do you have ID?
I'm getting nervous, though, sir.
Why?
I don't know. I'm shaking in my boots.
I don't think you are.
Huh?
I don't think you are.
Well, I almost am.
So do you have ID or not? That's a simple yes or no.
If you articulate a crime we committed, yes, I'll give it to you.
Okay. On that.
All right. You want to turn around and cuff up?
Well, if you want a lawsuit,
Yeah, if you want a lawsuit.
You're refusing to identify yourself.
yeah, because we haven't committed a crime or we didn't get pulled over lawfully. You can't,
You know how
you can't
Hitler
go
did it?
around and pull people over or come up to them if they're not committing a crime and demand ID. That's what the Gestapo used to do. Let
Problem
me
with
see
your-
papers.
Problem with your training is you guys learn all about force and nobody's rights, obviously.
Have we?
You pissed
You're
Milton
trying to
off.
violate my rights right now, and let me tell you.
You're puffing him up, sir. Don't be doing that. I've already said this. Please.
Do you want to identify, or would you like to cuff up?
For what? If you articulate a
For not
crime
identifying.
for filming in public is a crime now?
For not identifying.
Would you like to lose your
Yeah.
qualified
Nothing
immunity?
to do with the filming at
You know
this
what a
point.
19? You know
You're-
what?
Now you guys refuse to identify.
You know what a 1983 lawsuit is? Look it up. You better do that before you go any further.
Yeah, you've been notified of our rights under the Fourth
And you're
Amendment
still
and the
willing to break
First.
it. Let your ego. Just
Yes, ego's
you're so,
not even
what
begun yet.
what good is it going to do to identify Milton?
Yeah, look at his bowl
What's that
cut.
going to do for your day?
Look at his bowl cut, sir.
Go into the
We didn't.
informational report.
Failure to ID is a
that we
secondary
made
charge.
content with 2 people.
Failure to ID is a secondary charge after I've committed a crime.
Failure
Suspicion
ID.
is not a crime. Is it a misdemeanor or a felony?
You puffed him up, sir. You shouldn't have did that. I told you not
It's not a
to.
crime.
Right.
Actually, he just read to you that
Yeah,
it is a crime.
you
In
missed the
state
two
of Missouri,
criteria:
you
getting
choose
lawfully
not to.
pulled over
And they'll skip. Make sure
or
you put it all
committed a
together.
crime.
Because you know, you're
You pissed him off. I'm just saying. You just ticked Milton off.
Yeah.
I would not have done that if I was you. I can't deal with him when he gets puffed up like that. It affects his health. He's like a puffer fish, and it's not. Yeah. He actually did get his, and he didn't get sunburned. And you did that to him, sir. That was not acceptable. I mean, if you articulate a crime that we committed, or if you lawfully pulled us over, yeah, sure, I'll give ID. But you haven't done neither. And I'm the investigator around here, and you're interfering with my investigation, sir.
Part 2 coming up.